get probably better, things are going to get a lot more difficult.
Hopefully we won't have any more 5-0s today. That would be nice.
That would be nice. Get some action, some tension. Throw in some sizzle.
Yeah, it's been surprisingly one-sided today, but I think that'll change definitely into the semi-finals tomorrow. Will definitely be a lot. I think yeah, because if you think about it, the teams that rolled, obviously, then you have two teams that rolled both together, so hopefully they'll cancel each other out.
Hey, and Array, you just got to keep your head up, man. Because if Froyo Tech continues that tradition of getting a new medic for almost every season, you could be coming up, man.
Yeah,
just talk to Danny about it.
Here's hoping. Yeah, I got my foot in the door, don't I? That's kind of where you start. You work your way up the ladder, and next thing you know, you're president of the United States. Am I right?
That's true. A different path.
American dream.
I think you'd make a better president than Trump. Oh, boy, I said it.
I beg to differ. But something? One of these days, if it ends up having the Froyo Array 7 in the front, that'll be a dream come true. That's the best of the best. Come on.
Oh, Admirable, do you agree?
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring, actually. If you're looking for a betting man. Can I 1v1 this nerd?
Yeah, that might have to be the way it's settled.
Yeah.
Admirable's triumphant return to TF2.
So let's quickly. Is it alright if I quickly put you back around? We'll quickly grab Valve's news network and quickly have a quick word with him.
Absolutely.
Bang. Sorry. I left clicked too early. Sorry.
I think a wild Marxist appeared. Oh, hey Tyler.
Yeah,
welcome.
I am here.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. How do you think the match went?
I think that Z and Logic and Solar Light really did a good job, and I think me and Array were just Array's better than me, and I think I was just trying to have some fun, I don't know. I'm gonna watch the VOD. I'm gonna see how you guys reacted to it.
That would be a good use of your time. You learn a lot from watching that VOD.
I know.
There's certainly some interesting strats coming out.
Yeah, like using the Rap Assassin for every single 20% of my damage was Rap Assassin, so I think I did a good game.
It's underused.
It is. And by the way, according to Logic, I need to make sure that everybody knows that the flog is viable. He begged me to say this, so
just the flog. At least I was.
I was seeing that in the chat. So, in your opinion, under what circumstances is the flog a viable choice?
Well, the utility of the air blast is certainly really important for Pyro in most situations.
Yeah.
But in the chaos of that match, where there wasn't a lot of need to be disrupting the enemy Ubers, I think the flog can work. And I don't know. You guys did a good job of unleashing it on them, or getting unleashed on. I don't know.
Logic was really arguing for it during the scrims earlier today. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you for inviting me to do this. This was fun. I hope tomorrow isn't as bad as I think it'll be for us, for our team.
Wow, you're going in with high spirits, aren't you?
Oh, it's always, you got to be optimistic. Yeah.
Coming just off a win, expecting to lose.
Well, I've been looking at the chat the whole time, and people are like, "Oh God, VNN, that one emote with the guy in the hand in its palm." Yeah. So, yeah. We'll see what ends up happening. Thank you for inviting me to this. It's fun.
Anytime. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
So this is a tournament that's unfolding this weekend.
Yes.
And the grand final is tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, we have semi-finals and grand finals tomorrow. Obviously, we have 2 matches with the semi-final and 1 match with the final.
And the prize is like a rescued animal. Is that what it is?
No. They get fancy badges.
You actually get a rhino that they rescued.
Okay, that's going to be the best damn guardian dog in the world.
Guys, can I get a whale?
Get a whale? Oh, let me ask.
Oh dear.
Hey, Logic, you got anything to say?
Oh, hey.
Oh, he snuck in there.
Flog is a viable weapon. No matter what Timo says, it's viable.
Okay. Alright, let's quickly grab Xenomite and see what he says. Because he was doing some pretty good heavy moves there.
I
Oh,
enjoyed
Benny,
it.
I don't know if you know, there were a lot of players from the first game calling for Froyo Lekrum. Or Lekrum. So
Wait, did I get pulled in? Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey,
How's it
I
going?
didn't realize I got pulled in either.
I'm screaming on the inside.
Why?
Oh, that was a fucking train wreck. It was fun though.
It was fun.
Family show.
PG.
Oh shit. Damn it.
Oh, blast!
Wow, you're really doubling
I'm
down.
sorry
aren't
guys.
you?
I'm bad about it. Alright, I'll try to keep it in curve. Sorry. What's going on?
So, what do you thought the match? Do you think it was good?
As good as it was gonna get with the sudden map changes and stuff at the end, but it was fun, so that's all that matters. For charity anyway.
We like to mix things up here.
There's sick
I hate
sandwich eating plays though. Like right
Oh
in the middle
dude,
of a
that
fight.
sick
Were you
arc at
the
the end
heavy?
towards Rob. Oh!
Were you the heavy of that game? I wasn't paying attention.
Depends on whether you're impressed or like not with
Oh
me.
no, I was impressed.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. I want to personally thank you for letting me build my flog easily. Yeah.
Ow.
Oh!
But in all serious though, it was fun. It was so
Yeah.
much fun.
I don't know, like, I remember in the beginning, we were, like, just really confused. It was a little bit confusing, like, the immediate roll, and they were running 3 scouts, and we had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, there
With
was
the,
class
first
limits, and we were
quote-unquote round.
confused as well.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, you don't have to run meta, so we ran 3 scouts, and then they were like, oh yeah,
What?
yeah, you can only run 2, so it was like, okay then. So we ran a sniper instead.
Alright, fair enough. I was gonna say, if we had known about the no roll thing, we probably would have ran, like, 2 meds, 4 heavies.
Yeah, but that's a
Well,
bit
the thing,
extreme, isn't it?
There were actual class limits to a certain degree, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
think
it?
it's 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, 2 snipers, 2 spies, and then rest is 1 of each.
So, yeah.
I still want to see that team of 5 medics play.
I would like to
If-
point out that for, like, the first 4 rounds, the only non-medic main was running medic.
Yeah.
We're not smart.
You probably
So,
should have had a medic on there.
It
So,
makes it
admirable.
different.
If we do that medic team for a rally call, we're kind of expecting you to lead the charge there, man.
Oh, I'll gladly show up, man.
Yeah, admirable. You're gonna have to lead an Uber. We're expecting you to lead the Ubersol charge. So you're gonna have to play scout and just run slightly ahead of your entire team, who's running with Ubersols.
I would say now is probably a good time to quickly ask. Benny and Admiral, one of the things we've actually had requested a lot is whether at some point we could fit in a match of some of the casters versus some of the players, some of the top players from some of the teams. And we were wondering what you guys thought of that. Maybe tomorrow. If you
I don't
find
know,
some time.
man. You know, Banny's a bit of a sore loser. I'm not sure if he could take a paddling with me.
I think it'd be pretty fun, but it depends on whether you guys turn up. But anyway, it's just a thought. We can discuss it later. Obviously,
I think it could be fun.
It
I
would
want
be
to-
an interesting challenge. Banny's done a good job of carrying some deadweight like Muma before, but I don't think he's ever had to carry someone as deadweight as me. So it really could go either way, and there's a risk that we would actually lose.
Dreamboat,
we
you
would
came here
not
with one
lose.
goal. Dream came here with the one goal of throwing as much shade as he possibly can towards Muma's way today.
Hey, Benny, do you accept my challenge of 1v1 hentai sign only?
Oh God.
I do not.
Oh,
I do not.
PG boys.
And I never will.
But speaking of that, we want to thank Banny and Admirable. We'll be catching Banny tomorrow at the finals. Admirable, haven't talked to you about that yet. But for our next match coming up, I was
Is
getting
this
around to
Timo's
it.
team?
We've got Marxist and Dreamboat coming up to caps this next match. This is going to be a fun little
gonna be
duo
good.
right there.
We got Team Timo versus Spiky Mikey's team with Woolen Ranch and some others. It looks like it's going to be a fun one. Definitely. I think this one will probably be one of the more balanced ones, I think.
I think it'll be pretty bad.
As much as I've said that for the previous 3 matches,
I was gonna say they've been more or less downhill train wrecks all the way. It's fun though.
That's
why
true.
you have to mock me? But anyway, thank you very much for Admiral and Benny for showing up. But we'll quickly talk about some of the donations, some of the sponsors, and some of the other stuff while we set up for the next match. So if you guys want to head off and start getting yourselves ready, I'll catch you guys. Well, the rest of you that we've been interviewing, because you've sort of congregated here. I'm just letting you know. But obviously, yeah, we're doing this for rescue, which does like sort of protects animals from cruelty and all sorts of horrible things from around the world, like not just in some Amazonian like forest somewhere. It also does it like in your back garden. They do loads of really cool stuff. And every little helps. I mean, you get a cool badge if you donate £5, which is awesome. We'll be giving those out within like the next week or two after the event. It's going to be really good. Obviously, the amount of support we've had so far is incredible from the charity, and it's incredible for some of the people. I mean, you can see some of the art coming up now, which people have done. It's been really good. We're hoping to see a lot of the teams tomorrow as well. Starting at 7 p.m. GMT tomorrow, we'll have the semi-finals and finals, so we should come around and check those out as well. Obviously, we've got item donations as well. You can go check out and donate some keys. 3 keys equals £5, which will get you the medal. So be sure to keep those going. Obviously, now we're coming into our next match, which is going to be Timo and Ranch's team, which is going to be interesting. We've also got, quickly talk about our sponsors. We have Teamwork.tf, who basically provide an encyclopedia of all sort of TF2 media. They're going for a bit of a revamp on their website at the moment, but some of the stuff they're going to provide in the future is just so cool. I've been slightly involved in that, and it's just an absolute honor. So they just do some incredible stuff there, so it'd be really good to see when the next website comes out. Serveme, obviously, we're using their servers at the moment for competitive, but it only takes seconds to set up. It's only loads of them are actually free. If you donate though, you get some access to even more servers and some extra little tidbits which help out, which is really cool. And then we also have STN Trading, which provide banking and all those are cool features for overview traders out there. And then we also have Harpoon Gaming, who is organize their own little events and have their own little servers, and they're a nice little community of TF2 players. And it's just so fun to play with them sometimes. Anyway, just to corroborate with, to see that we are paying attention to the Twitch chat. People are requesting that we interview Dave, so we'll quickly bring him in here for a moment and quickly say hi to him.
I think he's muted right now. I could send him.
He is, yes.
We'll drag him in. We'll drag him in. We'll drag him in.
Okay.
Dave, you there?
What?
Dave,
there might be screening.
I'm here this time.
Into the commentating.
Twitch chat.
I'm here. I'm here this time.
So how do you
awake. I gotta mute the stream.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm probably about as sober as Peter is right now.
That's not very reliable.
Actually, never mind. That was a bad joke. Never mind. I'm sober.
So that was a joke.
I woke up 2 hours ago. So spare me.
Oh, come on! I think the match went pretty well.
Let's crucify him.
Obviously, yeah, there was.
You're off the team.
Aggressive demo plays going on there.
We were so aggressive.
Possibly a little too
I am
aggressive.
a very stupidly aggressive demo.
Well,
if I don't know what I'm doing.
We punished you quite heavily for that.
I don't know how to play that map. First time ever touching that map. Our team had never touched that map before, so it was a new experience for everyone.
Loads of people had fun with it. They all found it entertaining. I know a lot of the viewers really enjoyed it. Obviously, I know the actual players just detest it, but it was pretty enjoyable for us, and that's all that matters, I think. But yeah, it was good to see you guys coming out. You did some pretty good gameplay in teamwork there. Some interesting plays coming out on either side, but it was an interesting match. It'll be interesting to see what the next match brings in. There's obviously some slightly more comp-focused people in there, including Willen Sleevelet, Timo, and some others. It'll be interesting to see what happens to them.
Dove, if you're listening right now, you got this, boy. You got this. You just got
encouraging words.
Timo.
Well, anyway, I'll pop you back there, and we'll start getting ready for the next match. So obviously the next match is going to be on Granary, which is going to be a interesting map in terms of the fact that like some people actually really like it, but then some people really detest it. Like they really dislike it. It just seems really weird. Sort of the crosses you sort of get with it. What do you guys think? Do you guys like Granary? Is it not a fan map? Let us know what you guys think.
I despise it, so we got
I'm
the full
not a
difference
huge
there.
fan.
It's a map. It is there.
No, I'll let you know why I hate it. I'm a scout main. I was never a particularly good scout main. So basically what I run into is people better than me slay me on this map because it's not as scout friendly as some of the other
You mean
maps.
every other map?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
why I hate it.
I like it just because it's subtly different than all the other 5CP maps that we play, so it's a nice little refresher. Get something halfway different, since we only have one other map that's different now in NA, which would be Viaduct.
Yeah, we just gotta get some of that like log jam and Reckoner and get all the obscure maps in here now.
No, please.
Yeah, I would probably veto that myself. Do we have a server here? Am I lost, Dreamboat?
I sent you a message on Steam.
Yes, I know.
Okay. The server connected after a while.
Oh, all right.
So try it again. Should be able to get you in here because
I don't want to miss the
we have
game.
all 12.
It would be hard to commentate.
Look, I believe in you. You have commentated some legendary matches. I'm sure you are capable enough of going off of the sound cues of the game from this. Like, if I hold down my push to talk and put my headphones up so that you can hear the audio, I'm sure you can cast from it.
I have my doubts, but I did once try to commentate a Viaduct game where my TF2 had crashed. So I was just watching the stream and listening to Yuki, and then I would try to make comments on the side to let him take a drink. It was very difficult.
All the things we do when this game bugs out a little bit, right?
So hopefully we stay nice and calm here. Nobody has any kind of problems when we get down with the TF2. This should be pretty great. I like Granary. I also assume that almost everybody has at least played a little bit of Granary, so it won't be quite as weird as some of the other maps that are more specific to competitive.
Yeah, we're not going to throw them onto a map they've never even heard of. Granary has been there, of course, for quite a while. And I think we are playing vanilla Granary. We're not playing the funky Gram Pro.
No, it is Gram Pro.
And that's the only change? I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, the mid has a few little changes, but really nothing. The last is the big change, and the forward spawn. So that's where I looked, and I found changes. So I don't know when we're supposed to start here, so I can't really help you out with that, but I hope it's soon.
I think we start when the players hit F4.
Decide that they're ready.
It's the good old ESEA thing where you can be sitting here for 45 minutes in pregame, just waiting for both teams to ready up. Hopefully this will go a little bit faster since we don't have to have the individual ready ups though.
Yeah, it'll be fine though. I'm excited. It should be pretty fun. It sounds like the last several matches were quite enjoyable. I watched a bit of them while I ate my dinner, and I had a good time.
We're getting towards the start. Are you guys both in the server now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
We'll grab some of the people and drag them in for a little bit of interview, and then we'll be going in a minute. So we'll quickly drag Ranch in here and have a quick word with him. Hey, Ranch, how do you think the match went? Well, the match is going to go, sorry.
How do I think
past
it's gonna
tense.
go? I think the match is going to go pretty well. I think we're well prepared. As you saw our chat binds, we're, we got things on lock.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
What sort of people you aim for on the other team? Who do you really want to see fragged?
I want to see TF2 Dove fragged over and over and over and over.
And over.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm ready to see it. I plan to get a couple kills on Dove. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but you know.
Any specific strats?
When he comes at me, I'm just gonna shoot at him with my guns. You know.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Oh, well, sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll leave you to it, I guess. We'll bring in one of the people from the other team.
And good.
Okay. So we'll quickly grab ourselves Timo and bring him in here. We'll see how he's doing. See what he thinks. Hey Timo, how do you think the match is gonna go?
Hey, did I just got dragged in randomly?
Yes.
You scared me. I don't have much to say really. It's been fun to watch everyone else and see the random rolls and people being really balanced. I think I have a slight advantage because of the map choice. In product, we will have had a massive disadvantage because of the playstyle we're gonna be going with.
Yeah.
And I gotta just say something really important. If we lose, it's all Renix's fault. This has been decided. If we lose, it's Renix's fault.
Alright then.
Well, you better not lose then.
Yeah. It's all Renix's fault.
So you're the scientist. Let's bust out some of your scientific theory on why you're winning this. I want the formula. Your winning formula.
My winning formula. You're asking this to a medical science guy about VAR. I mean, I can go to the field and start healing people and say that's gonna help, but I don't know, man. I'm not a VAR scientist. I don't think that exists.
The answer is your team full of certified fraggers, and you're gonna frag them.
Oh boy, you flatter me.
Believe.
Well, sorry to break up this bromance, but some of the people are finding that we get started. So we'll quickly move him back in, and we'll start getting on now. I'm sure you guys can look dreamily into your eyes after the match has started. If that's alright with you.
Yeah, casting bias may be a problem now. I'll have to hold it down.
No, neither of these teams have any Australians, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh no.
At least I don't think they do. Based on the ping, they could. You never know. Nebula's sitting a little bit high there, rocking the 167.
That's better than I do to California Dreamboat, so yeah, can't judge a ping.
That is true. It's one downside to some of the poor routing is you could literally live in the same city as the server and get 70 ping if you have really bad routing. I had an issue like that to Washington State for all of about a 2-day span. They screwed up my routing, and I live in BC, so right above Washington. Normally I get like 5 to 10 ping on those servers. One day, every single Washington server, I had 145 ping.
All right, so we are going live in a minute, is what I believe was said into our heads. So we're going to get going here. Dreamboat, give me some predictions.
Well, I mean, I look at the numbers. You do say don't judge a book by its ping, but I see 4 pings over 100. I see the other team with no pings over 100, so I got to go with blue. As well as they have a guy who's a scientist. So I feel like he's going to have done the scientific calculations on the projectiles and angles and everything, and he's going to hit every shot. Maybe not, but I think blue's going to win.
That is possible, but right now Red's running the standard stock meta, so maybe they'll show that it's good. Maybe. So we'll see. They will have a big advantage on granary over anybody who doesn't go a standard class, because this is a pretty long walk.
Long walk indeed. You know, based on some of the games we've seen, it's actually a breath of fresh air to see the standard lineup here early. That said, I think we also saw the standard lineup way back when the Ducks played Classic Mix-Up, and that quickly devolved from there.
It is possible. Oh, we got the countdown going right now. And it appears that we are going to maybe do stuff now, but there's a lot of question marks. We're going to try again.
2, 1.
We did it! Now quickly, throw out your prediction, Marxist. I want yours.
I'm going with red, man. Do have the heavy starting out for blue, though, Dreamboat. And I do love me some heavy. So, and apparently a pyro as well. So we got some science going there with the napalm.
Well, and here's the thing, you know, you can like reflect the rockets away from the heavy, keep them alive longer. Could work. Not so sure though, as we are into this first mid. It's actually a fairly standard play coming out from Red Team, just taking a far left crate. They are all clumped together, and there's some rockets doing a lot of good spam damage to them. But no one has really died yet. It's actually the Vaccinator for Blue Team. So this is an insane strat, as Dove is going to be the first pick on this mid-fight. Timo is running right in there with the flamethrower. He rose search. He gets the reflect kill on him. He's not going to get the medic, although he does go down in the end. And now the frags are coming back in Blue's favor. They've picked off 3 of them and won that mid.
Yep, they just waited for that heavy to come in and win the game. And it was a winning strategy in this case. Now we see the heavy coming around. He's got that explosion resistance, which is good, because there were sticks everywhere. They're popping off that Uber, and they're going to try to go for the bat because it can't be stopped. And Gibbs is going to get in with the sticky pipe combination and much scout frags coming afterwards. But Cerny's not going to let that happen. Winning a 1v1, but gets blown away by Neblu. And TF2 Dove is going to be getting a frag. So that's a violation of the game plan, I think, there. I think the plan was to kill Dove.
My lord. Swinging that basher, just running in there. I'm shocked that worked. It was a play, and they got a lot of picks off of that. They haven't actually been able to move off of second. They're just turtling back on that point. What do you think about that decision there, Marxist?
Yeah, I don't agree with it because they play with the far more mobile lineup. But I guess they got scared, and they were coming in with another Vaccinator Uber, and this time Ranch won't have the Uber for the Boston Basher counter, and now it is coming out here. They've popped it a little bit because you can pop it multiple times, and they're just getting mowed down by this heavy. No frags coming on to Blue. They're gonna take this straight to last, I think. Here they go.
Yeah, absolutely. The heavy's working in there. That's Gibbs picking off Woolen. There's a pyro just jumping on the point. He blows them all back. They can't stop that. He can't beat the pyro. That's gonna be round 1.
Blue team had better point pressure than most invite teams.
And you know what? They did a key thing that Seven forgot to do on that Viaduct game in the finals of Rewind. They stood on the point, and they didn't get off it.
That is how you win the game. But they are deviating as Red Team. They have run the spy to mid. I can't tell if he's disguised or not. I mean, he is, but my UI, it's failing me.
Yeah, let's see. No, he's just running in there throwing ambi shots or revolver shots around here. That seems questionable at best to me. And Mikey is going to go down here, picked off by Nian. Except Woolen, he hits a headshot. That's the ambi headshot onto Sunny. So the spy actually has the most impact for his team so far on this mid. Figure that one out. As they're all bunched together, they're just eating these stickies, and it's the one rocket from Dove gets Arch and Ranch. And actually Dove's going to pick off a third one. Really tagged up as Froyo, and maybe you could see him playing for Froyo if he keeps having rockets like those.
Yeah, the big problem for Red Team here is that Blue comes out and puts on that explosive shield, and they can't get up there with anything except explosive damage, so the heavy just gets to shoot them until the end of time. And so that's causing big problems. Mikey's #1 is going to not be #1 and get mowed down by Gibbs's heavy. And they're on the march again, Dreamboat, and also they've got that Uber advantage. Whoa, Medic gets blown into the skybox. Mike Crater, there he goes. See you later. Gibbs is going to get taken out as well. Dove is coming in now, getting a frag at least. But they've got all the advantage you could want, Dreamboat.
Oh, and Woolen comes in behind. Last second as the spy gets the ambi tag onto Timo and then finishes Sunny off with a big headshot. This is shockingly working out as well as it is for them. But Dove is in behind here. He's up in that lunchbox area. He might come in for the back cap. He's got to go quick, though, because Arch has got a lot of time on that point. He's actually going to whiff his rocket. Now he's just playing the distraction play.
Yeah, and a distraction play that will work because there's a heavy with explosive resistance on top of the blue crate. And there's not a lot of capping going to be done when that is on the table. And I think more and more of red is going to die here. Mikey and Archie going down. It's just Wolin and the demo and a med. They have popped their Uber though, but they're getting trolled by a pyro. Blown up against the wall. Scout on the chase, trying to get this med pick. Will he get it? Dodging everywhere, but he's finally going to die. Sony gets the frag. He may go after this demo as well, but I guess he wants to reload instead. Going to run away. Med's coming in, though. They've got all of the advantage you could possibly want.
And Woolen is still behind, so there's a spy that I don't think they know is actually behind them to deal with as this heavy is coming in onto the point with the bullet and blast resistance. He's resistant to everything. And the Pyro is going to find the spy. So Woolen in a bit of trouble there. It might be time for him to swap off as he's going to go down. Dove from above gets 2 quick and easy rockets onto players, picking off Mikey and Woolen. And this is absolutely dominant here for Blue. They're going to catch Arch up above, likely. Doesn't matter, though, because Teemo's just on the point, and they can't stop him. Can't stop the cap. 2-0 for the team tagged as Froyo.
Yeah, they're making like their namesake, strong play through 2 rounds. They've even got superior strats because the projectile classes are not able to deal with. Oh, and it looks like we have an AFK medic too. They're switching over. They're giving up Dreamboat. They've decided they're going to have to adapt to this meta by running Vaccinator as well.
Oh, there's some adaptation. We needed to see something come out of them. I'm not sure if this is the play I would do personally, but I'm very curious to see how it'll work out. We have, again, a Red Soldier trying up on that crate, and Sunny is just juking around. Gets launched to the sky, tagged, and now he's actually in a lot of trouble. Woolen should get him, but no, he's going to get cleaned up by the heavy. He did pop his Dead Ringer, but he's in a lot of trouble, and that's Woolen, the opening casualty on this mid. Health is really bad for Red, and they're just getting absolutely cleaned up. Gibbs and Yin getting 3 kills there. Sunny gets another one, too.
It didn't turn out very well, Dreamboat. Well, they were so slow because of the medic re-equipping period that there was a heavy already on mid before they even got out there, and that's not going to turn out very well, Dreamboat. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with that situation before, but I certainly have. The ambi headshots are all they've got going down. A couple of them are coming off, but not so effective just yet. The heavy gets thrown up onto the pipe. Thrown some more, tries to get Boston Bashered, but still just mowing people down left and right. Lots of damage, but it doesn't matter. They cap that point. 3-0.
My, oh my, this is turning into a bloodbath. So Marxist, if you are friends on red who are not doing too well, what do you change? What can you change?
They need to speed up their time to get to mid. If they can get there early and block the heavy from coming out, then they have a chance to win. But it looks like they're going to opt for the slower roll here, and that is going to be a problem. You could also try to get in behind the heavy.
Oh, and Woolen, he eats the big sticky there from the end off the bat, and everybody on red is bunched up here on this mid. This is again not going well. Now the heavy's just going to town. Mikey and Mop are both down. Dove has been traded out, but certainly he's going to get Arch too. And again, Blue cannot be stopped on these mid.
Yep, and disarray on the route after that mid. So Blue just marching on strong, completely untouchable. And they're going to try to push this in again. It has worked pretty well for them so far. Popping off their Vaccinator charges. The Pyro runs in, is going to get the Extinguisher. That's some scientific fragging.
Oh my. That is definitely some kind of science. And he's coming back in and cleans up the scout too. Teemo, the impact fragger on Pyro. It is just Arch on the pipe. Trying to arc some rockets in there. Do anything he can to delay the pipe. But he's just getting launched by the Pyro. And it's 4-0.
It is not a good day for the team named Anime. AKA the red team. So here we go. They're gonna go out for their last round here. We'll see if they can start the epic comeback right now, because that's all they've got to hope for, really, does the red team. They're just being outthought by Blue.
You pointed out one of their biggest problems. Their team name is Anime. which, you know, in theory means that they have multiple weeaboos on their team, right? Well, is that not someone's guide to getting out of open, was that you cannot have more than one on a team? So that could be why we're seeing the 5-0 here. On this next mid is Dove, flies in from above, does a lot of damage onto the scout. Team was actually going to pick off Arch as well in the end, and Gibbs getting picks. This mid is this is horrible. This is painful to watch. I feel bad for Team Anime. Never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, and the shotgun pyro finishes it off for the ace mid, I think. And they're going to cap second very quickly. They've already got a heavy pyro medic on last, carrying out this spawn camp, and they're going to grab the 5th round and end the game. Gibbs heavy, definitely MVP.
I do want to give some credit to Nebulu, because his demo was actually, like, you know, fairly solid, and he was doing it with 175 ping, which, you know, it's not easy to hit stickies or pipes when you're dealing with that kind of ping.
Nope, that's double the preferred, I would say. And we'll see if they're going to do... There's discussion of a server switch and a rematch, just to see if the pings came into play. Who knows what's going to happen going forward. But that was a definitive win. Very short and sweet out of blue team. Super strong.
Short and sweet. It's the way I like it. You know, nice and easy. Don't have to break a sweat or anything. Depending depending which one of my former teams you're on, and you're in a game like this, you might start singing to mid. Just, you know, have a team karaoke. I think one mid when we were going for a 5-0 on one of my teams, we had everybody singing "Don't Stop Believing" for the 5-0. Was sometimes, you know, it feels good. Get that fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. Sometimes you need that 5-0. There's a lot of debate, some whining coming out of red team as well, I believe. But, you know, sometimes 200 ping is a little too much, unless you're playing Scout and from Brazil. And then it's just right.
Or Sniper, too. Maybe that's what we needed to see more of. Maybe we needed more Sniper out of red team.
Well, those Ambi headshots were on point, so it could have been an option out of Volan, but we'll never know. They chose not to utilize it, and they lost the game. So what can you do?
Well, hopefully we'll find out shortly here whether or not we're going to be having a rematch, or whether that's it for Team Anime. Should get word.
They'll just have to throw in the towel and wait a whole nother year or however long till we do the next charity fundraiser, and then hopefully show us something a little more impressive.
That, or they'll hold this grudge until we have the next, like, Rewind 2 or one of the other lands.
Yeah, they'll be out for blood by then. The most fierce rivalry.
Well, speaking of fierce rivalries, we are on a map for fears. We're on Ball and Sky, people.
Sorry, I was quickly sorting something out there, but obviously the match ended. Who won? I wasn't to sort something out. Who won?
The
Timo the Scientist.
Timo won. Was it close?
Nope, not even closer.
Well, what we might do is since we're having a little, dash over to the NA server if we possibly could, and see if we can do an NA one, just to try and make it a bit more balancing. Try and balance it out. See if the result's still the same. That's obviously if the teams agree to it. So I'll quickly bring the leaders of both teams in and we can see if we agree to something like that.
Or they'll engage in a knife fight. We'll find out.
Hey, Ranch, are you alright with a NA, another round, another match on the NA? See if we still get the same result?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Did you think the ping really disadvantaged you?
Yeah, there were a few arrows that I definitely would have hit if I had...
Well, I'll quickly have one team and we'll see if we can sort it. I think it's only fair. I mean, we'll quickly have a word with him. Oh, wrong place. Hey, Timo, how you doing?
Did you guys move me to the wrong chat? I was talking. I heard Peter Scraps. What the hell?
Well, we were just wondering because a lot of the other teams suffered ping there, so we're wondering whether you'd have another match on an NA server.
I actually need to go to sleep. Like, I stood up all night just for this. I even run out of coffee right now.
Okay.
This is the empty bottle I have.
Alright. Alright then. We'll just have to satisfy with that then, I guess. It's still an interesting match to see.
You really need to separate EU and NA players next time. Like, they did really well, but it's all Runix's fault that they lost. I gotta blame it all on Runix. They just ruined the game for them.
Well, who do you think did the best on their team?
Obviously, Vulin. I was actually scared that Vulin was just going to wipe everyone and kill everyone and take the middle, then go all the way to last on Romas, but that didn't happen. He went Spy, and I was expecting some headshots, and I don't know. I was just scared of Vulin and that he was going to just destroy everyone, but again, because of Runix, they lost.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's been interesting. We'll quickly bring Ron in here then, and we'll probably move on to some of our donation events we've been planning to do. So I'll catch you later. Have a good night, Timo, and we'll catch you later. So we'll quickly grab Ranch and see how he felt the match went. Hey Ranch, apparently Timo's team has to go, so it's a shame. We'll have to try and, I guess we'll sort out something later.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll do one outside of Rally Call sometime.
Yeah, maybe say out who really would have won.
Yeah.
Anyway, who do you think did best on their team?
On their team, I don't know. There's so much going on. The vaccinator was so hectic. It's hard to really pull anything from that because it's unlike anything you normally see. It's Dove fragged me once, so congrats on that, Dove. You're a pro gamer.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll probably move on to doing some of our post-event stuff. So thank you very much for coming around there, Ranch.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Congrats to all your team as well. We'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right, so what do you guys think of the match?
I thought there were some good plays, but one team really just brought the superior strats to the table, and we're not being properly countered.
Yeah. Well, again, I think it'll definitely be more intense tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be a lot more even matched. I think that it's been an interesting start. I mean, these things always start a bit iffy, but it always gets more better toward the end. I mean, we've got another 3 matches tomorrow, so it'll be really good.
Super interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like tomorrow is going to be the semi-finals. As well as obviously some post-event fun as well. We're going to do some fun donation stuff now with some of the guys we've got around. If you guys were willing to stick around for that, you can join in, I'm sure. We've got some stuff we need to mess around with because we did the donation markers. So we're going to go mess around with those. So we'll probably take a quick break here, slam on some music, put some pretty pictures up, and we'll probably have to switch over streams in a second. But I hope you guys will stick around and watch some of that, and we'll catch you guys later. And obviously check out the donate, all that sort of stuff, and generally do it for the animals. They do such great things. And obviously remember our sponsors: STN Trading, Teamwork.tf, Harpoon Gaming, and Serveme. Be sure to check them out. Thank you very much, and we'll be back in a minute with some silly event fun. But we've got to let some of the comp guys out of their cages. Let them free to a bit, so we'll probably go to do some casual stuff now. Catch you guys in a minute. Hey, boys and girls, GameCam here. I just be doing marker events now. It's going to be really, really cool, really, really fun. So we're going to be doing some of those. We've got like TF2 Wear, and some of the other ones we're going to be doing like Saxon Hail and things like that. So we're going to be messing around on those. So be sure to check it, stick around, and we'll take a quick break. So the stream will go down for a little bit, but we'll be back up in a very short period, and we'll be going again. So be sure to stick around. Be sure to check out some of the sponsors, some of the charities, and be sure to donate. By basically going and sorting that out. So I'll catch you guys later. Thank you very much for turning up, and I hope you stick around.